return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. He'll hand it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle with the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
And the back now goes in motion. Looking downfield. It's Maddox. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. The shotgun handoff here. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Throw in the opening snap of this playoff game. Catch made on the out route. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, San Diego State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. Last time was a quick 3-and-out, and they get a drive going this time. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Caught by the receiver.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Here comes the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on third down. He's running out of time here. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the receiver's got it. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
To the air, it's Maddox. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch in space. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass caught on a comeback route.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. On the move now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
It's complete. Touchdown, App State. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The receiver makes the catch. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which what you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separate.
He fires this throw and he's intercepted. He's bringing it back. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
The outstate offense goes back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Maddox. Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And there's the handoff. They test the middle there, but yet nothing.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Nice throw, caught for a completion. And he goes down after a solid gain. It's enough for a 1st down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
Press coverage now from these DBs. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Maddox. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away.
San Diego State, 7.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Moves out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Looking to throw it on first down. Bringing pressure. Breaks into open space. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Here we go. That huge, explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pass rush closing in. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. The back's got it. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Brings up third down.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. Second touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
13.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. To throw, it's Maddox. It's a quick grab.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass caught, second down now. They keep him guessing with a run. He's past the marker and still going. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's a short completion of a big tight end. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The pass is intercepted. Could take home away. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position to come up with a big turnover.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. First down and 10 now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. The Aztecs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Going for the touchdown here. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the...
Oh, and it's blocked. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's the 30. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. He's going to bring this out a few yards to the end zone. And he's stopped with the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The San Diego State offense on the field now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, I'll say this. This defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
A sack on first down. It's second down. That's caught. It's Valentine. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Caught near the sticks. It's Valentine. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and he almost had it. A chance for a momentum-changing interception. Does bring up third down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this third down. We'll see what happens with the decision on fourth down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
Offense choosing to go for it here on fourth down. He escapes the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
So the Appalachian State offense back out on the field now. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Pass is caught. Finding some room at the 25. They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down and goal upcoming. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing 3rd down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Launching one to the end zone. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And now here comes the point after attempt.
Is on for the extra point.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Offense back on the field now. Remember last time, North Point on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes the grab. It's Valentine. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st. Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. He's looking deep here. And it's caught inside the 15, still running. Touchdown, Aztecs. And they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine a playoff game, he has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
San Diego State has the lead here, Kurt. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Maddox. Makes a quick catch. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And the wideout goes in motion. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Shotgun formation here on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they try the middle, but stopped for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Catch made on the left side. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quick throw to the right, looking for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Anytime you're trailing like this in the fourth quarter, of course you've got to go for it on fourth down, and they get it done to extend the drive.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Scanning the field. It's Maddox. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Breaks into the open. At the 10. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return to get the tape. And set the offense up in great position.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, San Diego State. Still no answer for this offense. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The App State offense goes back on the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. That completion makes it 2nd and short. Dropping back. It's Maddox. On the move now. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw again. Makes a quick grab. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Wideouts now clustered. Looking to throw. It's Maddox. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration.